How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about Ideanomics, ticker symbol IDEX. They ended up dropping a big time press release today. I know a lot of shareholders are probably excited about it. Maybe you haven't heard about it already, and it's probably part of the reasons why you're going to be watching this video. So in this video, what we're going to be doing, here's the agenda for today. As you know, in all my videos, they all come with timestamps. And also, let me put in the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. You just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So the agenda. So what we're going to be covering in this video, we're going to be doing a technical analysis. Also, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking a look at the short interest as well as the institutional ownership. This will have an effect on the overall stock price and as well as how the price action is going to be looking. So when we go through all of that as far as the technical analysis and also going over the news, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. One thing that I want to say right out the gate before we get into those segments in this video, I am impressed and I do feel good about how IDEX performed inside the market. Considering the market conditions, IDEX did fairly well. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some more rooms to the upside this week as it progresses and also going into next week. Also, do keep in mind that, hey, when the markets are this choppy and even though we do get good news, just realize and understand what you are holding. All right. That is the most important thing you need to realize, especially if you believe in a company long term. So let's get into those videos. Intel.io, we're going to be taking a look at the institutional ownership and as well as the short interest for Ideanomics. So overall, institutional owners, we have about 80, and we're going to scroll down on the page here. So green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So we want to see what have institutions been up to as of late. So if we take a look at the most recent, so going from April 6th and on, we have 4 institutions that have opened up new positions in Ideanomics. So that's actually something great, and it's showing that, hey, we have some institutions that are definitely bullish on IDEX. And even going further back as we scroll, we have February the 16th, Preclude Capital Management ended up closing their position, but besides that, no big deal. We have JP Morgan and Chase, we have Jane Street Group, we also have Blackstone. Like, this is definitely looking good for IDEX, and it's good to see that institutions are actually bullish on it as well. If we take a look now at the short interest, the short volume ratio is at 29%. So that is a good amount. We are, as you know, on this channel, when it is above 21%, this is definitely very significant and increases the likelihood of a short squeeze. If we look at the short shares available, it's only 350,000, so not that many. And when we look at the short borrow-free rate, it is around 3.50%. Like I said, I am not too surprised to see that it was this high. We are in certain conditions, and with the volatility we're having in the market, hey, there's pretty much a lot of institutions who are pretty much hedging. And the fact that the short volume ratio is this high is of no surprise to me. We've also seen this in the past, as you can see here. This was around the beginning of April. And yeah, that's just something not to be surprised about at all. The conditions we had today, the market was down and ended up having a strong run, and there was an opportunity that institutions took to short it, and that's why I'm not too surprised by looking at this ratio here. The short borrow-free rate isn't that high at 3.50%, so that just means that, hey, as far as anyone who is shorting IDEX, it's not really costing a lot in regards to holding those shares that you've borrowed. But it's good to see that, hey, it's at 29%, just means as far as price action is concerned, when we start seeing a lot of momentum and a lot of volume and there's a lot of demand for the shares, we can see some nice price action. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis on Ideanomics, so IDEX, which ended up finishing the day at $2.74, so being up 1.11%, which is good to see considering how the conditions were inside the market. We ended up seeing a low of $2.73, and we ended up seeing a high of $2.95. So as overall, taking a look at what happened and how the conditions were, we definitely had a clear area of resistance, as you can see right here at this $2.95 level, because we were unable to break it for the rest of the day. Another area to keep an eye on, especially when this stock starts gaining momentum, is around this $2.88 level as well. And the reason why I want you to really keep an eye on it, because the likelihood when it passes these particular areas usually follows up with a strong move where I definitely could have seen it hitting $3 if the market was a hell of a lot better than what we saw today. Now, going down even further, we can see there's definitely some clear area of support that we've seen in the past right here at this 266. So what I'm looking forward to is seeing IDEX being able to hold up an area of support here at 270, which it did today. But as we move up even further, I would like to see it actually hold up above 275. I know it did close at 274, but I'm looking forward to seeing IDEX hold down 275 for tomorrow and then make that run back again and reclaim at least back to the $2.85 level and then seeing what happens from there. Like I said, that's the only thing I want to see on the downside is that 270, and at the lowest of lows, which I see as a very opportunity, would be at 266. Automatically, we could see even from the RSI down below, we're literally right at around 31. So 31 on the RSI, definitely oversold. So this is an opportunity right here to take a look at. This is a company that is definitely focusing on growth expansion, and I feel like they're undervalued right now at the moment, especially when we take into consideration the previous highs, which we're going to look at. If we take a look now at the 3-month chart, again, IDEX used to be right here at that $5.44 level, right? This is an area of resistance. So where it is right now at its current price, and a lot of analysts have a price target of $5, there's definitely a lot more upside potential. So what I'm looking forward to, if it doesn't happen this week, I'll be looking forward to seeing it next week, is seeing IDEX actually start getting comfortable and building up that support, which is proved in the past in that $3 range. So you can start seeing some moves to the upside and getting past this resistance area here at $3.40. And you can see this, even if we taking a look at the 3-month 1-hour chart, look at the RSI over here down below. 39. So this is definitely a stock that is oversold and undervalued. So anyone who's considering taking a position, definitely take a look into this and do your due diligence and find this is whether a great opportunity for you or not. For myself, I feel like it is, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to be seeing in the future in regards to price action, which I do predict will be some moves to the upside. So we're on the Ideanomics website. We are in their investor section, and we're going to be going over the recent news that came out today, which I feel that all shareholders should be excited about. So Tree Technologies Inc. deals to supply 200,000 e-motorbikes to Indonesia. The multi-year deal sees a minimum of 10,000 units in 2021, up to 90,000 units in 2022, and up to 100,000 units in 2023. The total value of the deal is at 274 million USD. So that's a little quick overview right there. So let's go into it a little bit further. So on April 14th, 2021, Tree Technologies, or Tree Electric, a Malaysian homegrown electric vehicle maker with a presence in the ASEAN market and subsidiaries of Ideanomics, has signed a partnership to supply 200,000 units of its 100% electric motorbikes to Indonesia via distributors PT Pacific Sakti Engineering and the Nahdlatul Ulama Board. The partnership extends Tree Electric's regional presence as a key player in promoting electric mobility, supporting the ASEAN energy transition agenda. The partnership positions Malaysia as a key EV manufacturer and first regional supplier to export units in the ASEAN in line with the region's evolving energy landscape. The region's ultimate goal of decreasing the level of final energy consumption in the road transport sector by 2040 paves the way for EV makers like Tree Electric to continue building a progressive EV ecosystem. Commenting on the cooperation agreement signing with PT Pacific Sakti Engineering, Tree Electric CEO Datuk Viswanathan Menon said that Tree Electric is a pioneer in bringing true electric motorbikes from Malaysia to the ASEAN region and beyond, spearheading a new way of mobility. We are thrilled to further our efforts on the regional stage through this partnership with PT Pacific Sakti Engineering and PBNU in Indonesia to provide a transportation option that is clean, safe, and affordable with our advanced EV technology. Our 100% electric motorbikes offer customers long-term cost savings and, more importantly, contribute towards an overall positive impact to the environment. The agreement spanning 3 years will see Tree Electric supply electric motorbikes to be jointly marketed by PT Pacific Sati Engineering and PBNU for the Indonesian market. PT Pacifica Sati Engineering, which operates the electric motorbikes brand, and Molinas, so the Motor Listrik and Nusutra, will now add Tree Electric's 100% electric motorbikes to its portfolio. A joint venture is also in the pipeline between Tree Electric and PT Pacific Sati Engineering to establish an assembly plant in Indonesia in anticipation of growing demand for the electric motorcycles. The move will serve as a positive boost to Indonesia's economy through talent development, job opportunities, and technology transfer. The new electric motorbike range, certified in Europe and Malaysia with the UNECE WP29, will feature Tree Electric's signature quick swap lithium battery technology. With an average speed of 65 to 90 kilometers an hour, the E-Motorbikes have a travel range of 85 to 120 kilometers, aligned with the Indonesian government's program concerning the acceleration of the battery-based electric motor vehicle program. The Indonesian parties are optimistic about demand and set sales targets to 10,000 units for the year of 2021 and completing the 200,000 units by the end of 2023. The full agreement will be disclosed via an 8K filing. So one thing that I like that I think is very big to point out here, as far as the range getting 85 to 120 kilometers, I feel that is great. And with the average speed of 65 to 90 kilometers, I feel that is very solid. Also, we need to take into consideration is the signature quick swap lithium battery technology. So just a battery swap, very similar to how NIO actually has their technology and how they do with their batteries as well. So definitely see some success in this. Now let's see how they're positioned for growth. Tree Electric's newest regional distribution partnership taps into Indonesia's large population of motorbike users, a positive growth indicator for the brand. Tree Electric's portfolio of electric motorbikes and electric commercial vehicles seek to redefine the EV industry and future mobility in Malaysia and in ASEAN. In preparation to fulfill its growing order books, the company is investing its assembly, production, and marketing facilities initially in Selangor, Malaysia, and later at a new facility in Gebang, Pahang in Malaysia. It also plans to establish an assembly plant in Indonesia in conjunction with the distribution partner to streamline supply chain efficiencies and improve margins through local assembly in markets with sufficient demand. Electric-powered innovation. Tree Electric's approach to mobility eliminates the need for fossil fuels and oil changes, resulting in zero carbon dioxide emissions. Additionally, Tree Electric's E-Motorbikes offer users long-term cost-saving benefits, saving users above 50% in daily running and maintenance costs. The E-Motorbikes can travel up to an estimate of 80 to 120 kilometers daily, averaging 70,000 kilometers over 36 months, and cost Rm 0.01, so 1 cent, to Rm 0.02, 2 cents to run per kilometer, based on the Tiniga national electricity rate at Rm 0.571 kilowatts, charging at its highest tariff. So taking into consideration what we just read, this is huge. The fact that they want to accelerate adoption, one of the best ways they can go about doing this is by making it affordable. And the fact that there's a cost savings involved by having these e-bikes, I think is very, very important to understand and to realize. So let's go to the next point. Fulfilling demand for EV. Determined to help raise the bar for electric mobility in the ASEAN countries, Tree Electric continues to receive positive demand for its 100% electric motorbikes. The EV player began exporting an estimate 50 units of electric motorbikes to Thailand and Indonesia in 2020, with an additional 15,000 units due to be exported this year. Other markets Tree Electric is eyeing as a potential customer include the Philippines and Cambodia. So this is great to hear that they're trying to expand and get into different markets. The sizable orders secured to date and ongoing discussions with other countries expressing keen interest on Tree Electric's e-bike range will result in significant expansion in both Malaysia and international operations of Tree Electric, added Menon. Ideanomics acquired 51% of Tree Electric in 2019. The company has since begun organizing itself for growth in the ASEAN region to tap the region's heavy reliance on 2- and 3-wheeled transportation. So that just kind of sums up the stake that Ideanomics have at 51%. That is fairly significant because that pretty much means they have controlling interest. So Ideanomics has definitely capitalized on a great opportunity here. I can't wait to see what this holds in the future in regards to how it looks on the balance sheet and as well as for the stock itself. So for my final thoughts for Ideanomics, ticker symbol IDEX, hey, this is exciting news to hear, and I love the fact that they're always focusing on how to improve the business, and that's what you want to expect from the companies that you invest in. The fact that they've did some recent changes in management, which we've covered on this channel, and now having this stake in Tree Electric, like it is just huge overall in general, and just seeing the plans and everything come to fruition and seeing the deals that they're making, it gives you so much confidence as an investor. We're already bullish. Many of you who watch this channel and are shareholders know the potential of this stock. We've seen the previous highs. We've seen where it's at. We already know there's also a lot of volatility going on in the market. So the current prices that you're seeing, these are big time opportunities, especially for anyone who's looking to average down, or maybe you're thinking about actually building out a position. Either way, no matter how you look at it, I feel like Ideanomics is an opportunity that should definitely be heavily considered if you haven't done so already. And like I said, one of the things I love about Ideanomics, it has the KLTs. You got to be able to know the company, like the company, and trust the company. And for what I'm seeing right now, I definitely do trust Ideanomics, and as far as the management team, to take this company further. And the fact that they're getting into different markets all around the world, everything that they have their hands in. We know about Wave. We already know about the fintech space. We already know about the agriculture space in regards to the solar track and so forth. Again, this company has a lot of things going for it, and I'm just happy to be a part of the process. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll talk soon.